Just because this little boy tried to pick up a toy from the ground, he was caught by a spinning tractor and lost one arm. The boy screamed in pain. When his mother saw it, she scrambled over to him in a panic. But his severed arm was already a bloody mess. His mother broke down, unable to believe such a tragedy had fallen on her son. His older brother was completely frozen by the scene in front of him. Seeing the child like this, Mom could only collapse to her knees, helpless. Luckily, his brother kept his head and rushed him to the hospital as fast as he could. On the way, he looked at the severed arm in the passenger seat, full of guilt. If he had not made that bamboo copter toy for his brother, this tragedy would never have happened. To get his brother treated as soon as possible, he decided to cut through a pedestrian street. But that day, a food festival was being held there, and the entrance was packed solid with people. He could only beg people to move, but the crowd was too loud and no one heard him. With no other choice, he kept honking and slowly drove forward. But the loud horn angered a man up ahead, who immediately turned around and yelled at him. "This is a pedestrian street, why are you honking?" "Quit honking!" The man got more worked up and even tried to pull him out of the car. But when he saw the crying child with a severed arm inside, he instantly understood. So he dropped his anger, grabbed a megaphone, and cleared a path to save the child. "There is a seriously injured child in this car. Please help us out and make way. Please move aside, okay? Thank you." With the man calling out, the tourists quickly sprang into action. They swiftly opened up a wide path of life for the car. Seeing this, the brother and mother instantly teared up. Tears of gratitude poured down their faces. In that moment, no words could express what they felt. Then the weak little brother asked his mom if his hand could still be saved. Even though she was not sure, she still nodded firmly at her child. But halfway there, they hit a red light, and the brother ignored the traffic rules. In a panic, he hit the gas and ran the light right in front of a traffic officer. When the officer saw it, he immediately stopped the car. "I am sorry. My brother's hand was cut off." "Dispatch, this is Jinmen Police Unit 6. While patrolling at the Kalakash intersection, I found a private car with plate Shin RZ9873. It ran a red light while transporting an injured person, and I stopped it. Requesting dispatch assistance. The 120 emergency center has been notified. The ambulance is almost there. Attention, attention. The ambulance will come from Wenhua Road and meet you at Jinglao intersection. We need to make the transfer as fast and safe as possible. Copy that. Follow me to meet the ambulance." With the traffic officer clearing the way, the brother soon met up with the ambulance. The officer told him to follow the ambulance to the hospital and he would watch the car. He told him not to worry. "Is Kurban Wang here?" After they arrived at the hospital, doctors immediately began emergency treatment. The little brother screamed in unbearable pain while Mom's heart was being torn apart. Before long, his wound received initial treatment. But then the doctor brought terrible news. Because this hospital lacked the equipment, they could only stop the bleeding for now. If they wanted to reattach the arm, they had to go to Urumqi, and the surgery would be extremely difficult. Hearing this, Mom fainted on the spot. All the pressure fell on the brother. Save his life first, or risk reattaching the arm? He was pushed to the edge of collapse. He knew that if his brother lost an arm, his whole life would be changed forever. Just then, the doctors in Urumqi sent word. From the injury to the surgery, the golden window could not exceed 8 hours. And 3 hours had already passed. Make a decision now. Are you sure you want to go? "I am sure." And just like that, a life-saving relay race against time began. The brother took him to the nearest airport ready to fly to Urumqi. Is this fun? It is fun. But when they reached the airport, the last flight to Urumqi had already taken off. Once a plane entered the runway, it could not turn back. The brother broke down crying, and the commotion drew over the airport manager. After seeing the boy's injury, the manager immediately reported it to air traffic control. After hearing the situation, control contacted the captain to return without hesitation. Because when a life is at stake, everything else can wait. Because the elevator was too small to move the stretcher, everyone carried the stretcher by hand and rushed toward the gate. But just as they finally reached the gate, a new problem appeared. The flight was completely full, so for the two brothers to board, 2 passengers had to get off. The crew told every passenger about the child's emergency, hoping someone would give up their seat. As soon as they said that, the cabin erupted, but no one stood up to give up a seat. Just like that, 30 minutes flew by. Still, no one stepped forward, and everyone there was burning with anxiety. At that moment, the little brother's wound hurt so badly that he cried again. Seeing his brother suffer like that, the older brother was nearly losing his mind. He even wanted to force his way onto the plane. Then, at the critical moment, a veteran stood up with his wife and son and walked off the plane. The scene moved everyone to tears. Even the airport leaders gave this ordinary heroic family a thumbs up. "You got this, thank you. You did pretty well today. Isn't that what you always say? Once you have worn the uniform, you step up first. I am your son." The two brothers finally boarded the plane. "I have worked at this airport for years, and this is the first time I have seen a taxiing plane turn back for passengers. A human life comes first. At critical moments, all rules can make way for it. If this happens again, we will do the same thing." But no one expected the worst to happen again. His lungs could not handle the high altitude pressure. He began to feel tightness in his chest and shortness of breath. The flight attendant immediately worked with the doctor on board to treat him. But just as he regained a little consciousness, he passed out again from blood loss. Before departure, the doctor had warned them again and again not to let the child fall asleep. Otherwise, he might never wake up again. The flight attendant kept calling to him softly, but he showed no sign of waking up. Left with no choice, she turned on cartoons and raised the volume all the way up. She tried to wake him, but he still did not respond. Just when everyone was losing hope, a little girl stood up and softly sang toward his bed. "Big brother, do not be afraid. Our motherland is a garden and we are the flowers. Bright sunshine shines on us as we grow day by day." The warm song echoed through the cabin, instantly bringing everyone to tears. When hardship strikes out of nowhere, ordinary kindness becomes especially precious. Finally, with everyone's non-stop effort, the little brother slowly opened his eyes. "Auntie, Mom is here, Xiaomai. Mom has always been here, sweetheart. Mom, I miss you. I miss you too. Brother Lei, you got this! You got this!" When the plane landed smoothly at Urumqi Airport, over 100 medical workers were already waiting on the tarmac. Watching the boy get taken away by medics, everyone who joined this life-saving relay silently wished him well through tears. "Can I see what you all look like? I will never forget you, thank you." Soon, the little brother was taken to the emergency department at a hospital in Urumqi. The medical team was fully prepared, and the child was rushed into the operating room. On the way to surgery, the older brother kept encouraging him. Do not be scared. I will be right here waiting for you. We still have to play basketball and video games together. Do you hear me? Xiao Mai. At this point, only 1.5 hours remained in the best window for surgery. Every medical worker gave it everything they had and focused fully on the operation. Outside the operating room, the brother paced anxiously while his mother slowly woke up far away. Even though they were miles apart, she kept praying for her child in her heart. The surgery entered its most critical stage, but only 15 minutes remained. What time is it? 3:15. In this final quarter hour, whether the blood vessels reconnect will decide the surgery. Keep going, everyone. We can do this. Blood pressure is 65. The child's vital signs are unstable. If we do not stop the limb-saving surgery now, we may not save him. Give me 2 more minutes. Those 2 minutes could decide the rest of his life. We are not giving up. Okay, the blood vessels are sutured. Get ready to release the clamp. Strange. Why has the arm not turned red yet?